Sure, there's really three ways to find deals. So what's the typical transaction that I look for when I purchase, rehab, and resell a property? Obviously, I've done a lot of this throughout my career, both in the multifamily as well as commercial, as well as residential. Hundreds and hundreds of homes have I bought, repaired, and flipped. First of all, finding the acquisition of the property. Three viable strategies for that. Number one, auction, trustee sales. I'm a big proponent of that, but however, you need to really know what you're doing. You're going down to that sale with nearly $500,000 in cash. You need to have your strategies in place, your research mechanisms in place to make sure you understand what you're doing down there. Auctions are not for the novice nor the intermediate, they're only for the professional. But once you have a clear understanding of doing your research and validating the information you have, that's an excellent way to acquire properties. Number one is auction. Number two, wholesaling or off-market properties. We work with a variety of wholesalers that find off-market properties, probate, distressed housing, rentals that have evictions or squatters. These are all off-market strategies, and we've done fairly well in the off-market or the wholesaling arena. Number three is the MLS. MLS is probably the last avenue for acquiring properties. They get snapped up pretty quickly, near market price. The compression on profitability there is a little bit narrower. But at any rate, auction, off-market through wholesalers, or MLS are the three avenues that you should consider when trying to acquire a distressed property that you need to rehab and resell. What do I look for? Very important. I don't look at the inside. I don't care about the inside. Very rarely do I go into a property and start making detailed notes on the interior of the property. As far as I'm concerned, from the drywall in, we're going to rehab it all anyway. Here is what I look for. Neighborhood. I call it my curbs and gutters theory. Is there curbs and gutters? Is it in a good neighborhood? Does it have a McDonald's, a school, a church, a Starbucks nearby? Is it in a desirable community? I can fix everything on the inside. I cannot fix anything that's on the outside. I call it from the roof line up to the stucco out and below the slab. I can't fix below grade things, sifting soil, contamination. I can't fix from the stucco out, neighbors, neighborhood, communities, and I can't fix up. I can't fix power lines, easements, and things like that. So I try to stay away from problems that are outside the scope of the physical aspect of the property, because honestly, I can't fix them. If it's in a terrible community, or if it's in a rural area or a mountain community that's undesirable, I cannot fix that. So what do I look for? I look for properties that are in good surrounding areas with good bones. Is the roof okay? The elevation okay? The frontal view of the property? All of those are things that I look at. I don't care about the inside. People have it backwards. People have it backwards. Our investors will go to a property and they'll spend an hour looking at the inside of the property. Detailed notes. Detailed on the restroom. Detailed on the kitchen. What am I going to have to fix? What am I going to have to repair? How much is going to... You got it all wrong. No, you've got it all wrong. Don't spend your time on the inside. Spend your time on the outside. I don't care about the inside. I'm going to fix it all anyway. But I drive the neighborhood. I look at the churches. I look at the shopping centers. I look at the parked cars that are abandoned. I look at the yards. I look at the neighbors. I look at the church. I look at the school. I look at everything around the neighborhood and saying, is this a place that is going to be desirable? Once that is concluded, then I walk in. I spend 5 minutes on the inside, and that's how we evaluate a property. I hope that helps you.